So as students unless they ask me to wait, so that is the reason I'm waiting. Uh, in the last session, we discussed about what is Linux and what are the features we have in Linux. What is Linux means it is an operating system. Linux is an operating system, as you know that. And while Linux means we have features in Linux, like open source code we get along with the operating system, and multiple users can log in at a time and they can perform multiple tasks, and it works with any hardware environment, and performance wise it is faster comparing to Windows because of swap memory and command line interface. It is faster, and it works with single operating system. There is no separate operating system for servers and clients. There is no separate operating system, and it is secure also because inbuilt IP tables are there, firewalls are there. IP table is nothing but firewall. Inbuilt firewalls are there, and it works with command line interface. And for every user, password authentication is compulsory. And we can encrypt a file by assigning password. So there are many reasons why people are switching to Linux means. And next one is file system hierarchy. And the topics what we are discussing, you will get the recording videos. Once you registered for this course, you'll get the recording videos also. And as I told, you will also get Telegram group for us for our session. Separately, you'll get the Telegram group. There I will share the notes. And there, if there are any doubts, you can ping me there also. So forward slash. It is a, I mean, this is the file system hierarchy. Now what we are going to discuss is about file system hierarchy. So file system hierarchy means default directories in Linux. Once we install Linux operating system, by default, we will get some directories. Directory is nothing but folder. See, when you install Windows operating system, there A and B are reserved for floppy. Whether you are using or not, A and B are reserved for floppy. It starts creating from C, right? Drive letters, it starts creating from C. So after installing the operating system, if you open your C drive, there you can see subfolders, default folders you can see there. Similarly, in Linux also, once we install Linux operating system, you will get some default directories. Along with the operating system, you will get some default directories. Directory means folder. In Windows, we call direct folder. In Linux, we call directory. Are you getting? Abhishek, you're getting? In Windows, we call folder. In Linux, we call directory. Only naming is different. Okay, so here we have some default directories. In Windows, after installing the operating system, if you open C drive, there you can see default folders like users, administrator, public, documents, downloads. You can see different folders. Similarly, in Linux also, you will get default directories. So what are the default directories you will get in Linux that we are going to discuss now? Okay, so the first one is forward slash. Forward slash is a parent directory. Forward slash means it is a parent directory or top level directory in Linux. It is similar to C drive in Windows. In Windows, we have C. Here we have forward slash. In Windows, C drive is compulsory partition. In Linux, forward slash is compulsory partition. And next one is root. I'm repeating. First directory in Linux is forward slash. It is a parent directory or top level directory in Linux. It is similar to C drive in Windows, and it contains, this forward slash contains subdirectories. These all the directories are under forward slash. In C drive, how we have for folders, default folders, same like that in Linux forward slash. Once we install the operating system, we will get forward slash. Under forward slash, these are the directories you will get. Okay, so first directory is root. Under forward slash, we have root. Root is the home directory for super user. Super user means administrator. When you log in as a super user and creating any files or directories, by default, the data is going to store under root. If you want to change the directory, you can change, but by default, it stores the data under root. Even in Windows also, if there is only C drive, whatever the data we are creating, the data is going to store in C drive only. But if you have any other drives like D, E, F drives, we can store the data in that drives also, right? So same here. When you switch on or a computer and you log in as a super user and you are creating any files or directories, by default, the data is going to store under root. And next one is home. Home is the home directory for normal user. As a normal user, we logged in and we are creating any files and directories. By default, the data is going to store under home. In Linux, once a user is created, it automatically creates a directory with same username. Say for example, now if you created a user Tom, immediately it creates a directory with Tom name. Where it creates the directory means under home. So when Tom user login and Tom creates any files or directories, the data is going to store in Tom's directory, which is under home. Same. Now if you create a user Jerry, immediately it creates a directory with Jerry name. Where it create the directory means in home. So when Jerry user logged in and Jerry created any files or directories, the data is going to store under Jerry's directory. Okay. Next one is boot. Boot contains bootable files. Operating system bootable files are stored under boot. Also kernel. Kernel is an interface between shell and hardware. About this kernel, we'll see in our further sessions. Okay, so the kernel is stored under boot up to version 6. As bin contains super user commands, the commands which can be executed by super user, means administrator. That commands are stored under sbin. Bin contains normal user commands, the commands which can be executed by normal user. That commands are stored under bin. USR contains default applications which comes along with operating system. That applications are stored under USR. Var contains variable files, means system log files are stored under var. In Windows means we have task manager, right? Same like that here, var. Which user is logged in, how much CPU they use, how much memory they use, what are the applications they are running, all the information it stores. Dev contains devices information, means partitions information. etc contains configuration files. System configuration files are stored under etc. As we discussed, Linux works with configuration files, no setup files. So where the configuration files are going to store means under etc. OPT contains optional applications which we install manually. That applications are stored under OPT. Media contains external devices information, means removable devices information, external hard disk, DVD writers, pen drives, USB devices are stored under media up to version 6. MNT contains partitions and their mounted directories information. Mounted directory means linked directories. In Linux, after creating a partition, we also create a directory and we will give link between partition and directory. So that with the help of directories, we can store the data in partition. So that practical is there in Linux administration. At that time, you will understand what is this mounting. Okay, so as of now, MNT contains partitions and their mounted directories information. Which partition is linked with which directory? That information is maintained by MNT. Run contains external devices information. From RHEL 7 version, external hard disk, DVD writers, USB devices information is maintained by run. And also kernel also stored in run from RHEL 7 version. So these are the default directories we have in Linux. I'm repeating again. /, it is a parent directory or top level directory in Linux. Okay, /, it is similar to C drive in Windows. And this // contains all the subdirectories. This is the main compulsory partition in Linux. Under // we have root. Root is the home directory for super user. As a super user, we logged in and created any files or directories. The data is going to store under root. Super user means administrator. Home is the home directory for normal user. For every normal user, for every user, there is a directory with username. That directories are created under home by default. So when the user logged in and creating any files or directories, the data is going to store in their own directories. Okay. Boot contains bootable files information. Also kernel information up to version 6. Has been contains super user commands, the commands which can be executed by super user administrator. That commands are stored under sbin. Bin contains normal user commands, the commands which can be executed by normal user. Okay, USR contains default applications which comes along with operating system. That applications are stored under USR. Where contains system log files. Dev contains devices information. Device means partitions information. etc contains configuration files. System call in Linux, every application, every software you will get as a configuration file. So that configuration files are stored under etc. OPT contains optional applications which we install manually. They are not compulsory to install. If we want, we install them based on the requirement. That type of applications are stored under OPT. And next one is media. Media contains external devices information, means removable devices information, and kernel. Removable devices information up to version 6. MNT contains partitions and their mounted directories information. Which partition is linked with which directory? That information is maintained by MNT. And next one is run. Run contains external devices information and kernel information from RHEL 7 version. So these are the default directories we have in Linux. We can also create the directories manually. That I will show after installing the operating system. About this, all the directories means in Linux administration, we use all these directories. Okay, but we are in shell scripting classes, we don't use all these directories. Only few directories we use here, like /etc directory we use, /home directory we use. Okay, so this I will show you. When I'm using the directories, I will show. Okay, but if you are into Linux administration, means these are important to remember and understand also. And for this directories also, I have the notes. These all the points. I have the notes. I will share the notes into Telegram groups. Okay. So once you joined, I will share the notes also. Is this clear what we discussed? Any doubt is there? You can ask me. You want me to explain again, Abhishek? You want this recording video? Yeah, you will get the recording video. Every topic recording videos you will get. You will get all the recording videos. Every day you'll get the recording videos, Abhishek. Once you register, daily they will share the recording videos. Batch is going on, that is going to end, but this we are going to continue this batch at 8 p.m. We are planning to continue this as 8 p.m. only. So once you talk to them, better in shell scripting is already started in morning batch. Abhishek, that is 7 a.m. Batch is already started in only last classes are going on. Uh, the batch is started almost how many days back? It's been already 1 month. I mean, maybe 20, 25 days already completed, not 1 month. Only 5 days classes are there. 5, 6 days classes are there. Then. Okay then. So this is for today's session. I just explained about file system hierarchy, means what are the default directories you will get along with the operating system. Okay. So this is for today's session. Thank you for the session. And we'll meet tomorrow. Again, I'm telling as these are the demo classes, so I'm not giving more topics. Only few some topic wise I'm explaining and I'm ending the sessions. Once the batch is started, regular classes are started, timings will be 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Remember that. Okay. So long sessions will be there at the time. So thank you for the session. We'll meet tomorrow.